first found out about becoming a voluntary lockkeeper at the volunteer centre in Nottingham, I was kind of looking around for things to do that would really inspire me, and I was flicking through an old file of adverts, and in it said lockkeeper, and I thought, oh, that sounds nice, a little canal, a little bit of pushing a beam round, that'll be okay. But then I came along and I found out it was the River Trent, and the locks were a bit bigger than that. I suppose I wanted to get involved, even though the locks were so big, because I'd been sat behind a computer for 10 years, working for local government and dealing with complaints about social services. And although that's a really important thing to do, and it's important to keep up the standards, I think I'd probably had enough of that, and working in local government, and I was offered voluntary redundancy at the end of March 2011. And there was my opportunity really to do something different. So what I did was I thought back to something in my life previously that had really inspired me, and I've always been a water baby, and I just knew that I wanted to do something that was wet, wildlife and outdoors, and lockkeeping fitted that bill. What the role entails is directing river traffic safely. So what you've mainly got is narrowboats and some cabin cruisers, and then some wide beam barges. And you use traffic lights on the lock to let them through, and you've got a panel of buttons basically, so there isn't any shoving of beams around. These lock gates are so big, they're about 15 tonnes each, that you have to do it by buttons and hydraulic rams. So you let boats into the lock, you fill the lock up, and then you let them out again. And that can take anything from like 10 minutes to the bigger locks take about 30 minutes. Also, you're here to kind of meet and greet walkers, dog walkers, cyclists, answer any queries from the public really. So there's like a customer service role. And the other thing you have to do, well, you don't have to do as a volunteer, but things we do are like gardening, so pruning, weeding, sweeping, and if you've got the ticket you can do the sit-on lawnmower, but I haven't got that, no trimming or brush cutting, but so the seasonals do that really. So you're there to assist the seasonal lockkeeper with their role, and that's mainly it. The seasonal lockkeepers on East Midlands Navigations, they're working 6 days on and 2 days off, so the volunteers cover for when they have their days off, and that can vary during the week, and it depends on your availability. So you can, at the moment I'm doing a bit more because it's the end of the season or people are off on holiday. So the other thing you can do is come along when the seasonal lockkeeper's on, and just assist them if that's what you want to do. But like today, I'm covering the lock myself. So it's quite a broad range. You can get involved as much or as little as you want to really. I suppose what I'd say to you if you are considering becoming a volunteer lockkeeper is don't let any of it put you off. I think I was a bit intimidated initially when I saw the size of the locks, and you're tempted to think, oh, it's a very blokish thing to do, but actually you can learn how to do it. They're all lovely, they show you how to do it. Anybody can press a button, doesn't matter what their age, their ability. And we did have a lovely diversity moment, which I must tell you about, was when Nottingham Princess came down with a woman pilot. She had a black first officer, and there was me, the lesbian lockkeeper, and it was just a wonderful moment. Don't let anybody ever tell you that the River Trent isn't for everyone.